Pop-ups are one of my favorite things to make. They're much easier than people think they are. They're actually really simple. You're going to need 2 pieces of paper to start with. One's going to be the inside and one's going to be the outside. I call that one the jacket. Set your jacket off to the side. Next, you're going to fold your piece of paper. The fold is the key to your pop-up. I'm going to fold my piece of paper in half, just like I'm making a regular card, and notice my fold is on the left. I'm going to start with one of the simplest pop-up forms. I'm going to take my paper, I'm going to turn it. The fold is along the bottom. I'm going to make a line just so you can see that this is the fold side. The cool thing about pop-ups is they take this flat piece of paper and they make them into something that's three-dimensional, like maybe a cat. Sparky's decided to join us today. Okay, so here's my fold. I'm going to start with the simplest pop-up form. I'm going to make a perpendicular line. Perpendicular means it's going to be straight up. So these 2 lines are perpendicular. I'm going to make 2 parallel lines. They're the same height, as close as I can get. I'm going to cut right on those lines, like that. So I have this kind of flap. I'm going to take that and I'm going to fold it like this. I'm kind of creasing it. Turn my paper over. Bring that to this side. Fold it up. I always call this the dog door, little doggy door. So I've creased my paper here. Now I'm going to turn it around and open it up. And it's like that. Of course, this is not as impressive as a pop-up. But what's happening here, I'm going to use some origami vocabulary. This is a valley fold right now. And I need to take this and bring it up and just pinch it so that it becomes a mountain fold. So now I have a valley fold and a mountain fold. And there is now a three-dimensional form. So you can take this and you can have your card still be vertical and have it kind of pop out like that. Or you can keep it more horizontal and it pops out like this. And when you close it, you can see you have some negative space here, and that's where the second piece of paper comes from. I'm going to take this and fold it in half. And you take your pop-up form and put it inside that. I like to call it the jacket. Because when have you ever bought a card and had a blank card on the outside, right? So now you can decorate your outside. You have your pop-up. In this first simple form, you can turn into anything that relates to a cube. This could become a building, it could become a present, anything that you could think of to decorate that with. To keep it simple today, I'm going to go with just like a present theme. So I have this one box. I'm going to fold it back down. You can see my original line here. What I'm going to do is I have 3 kids, so I'm going to make 3 presents. So each time I want to make a pop-up, I need a pair of lines. So that's 1, this will be 2, and this will be 3. So now I do the same step that I started with. I'm going to cut, same height. These 2 lines are parallel, these 2 lines are perpendicular. And then I have to make that crease. Fold it up. Flip it over. Fold it on this side. Put it back down so that when I turn it and open it, sometimes it sticks a little, so go slow so you don't rip it. Pull it forward. So it's a mountain. So these are mountain folds that come up like a mountain. And these are valley folds. This is a valley fold. Now the nice thing is I can just lay this flat to draw. These will be the front of the boxes that I'm going to make. And I can color away and then pop it right back up. Now it's time to take the colored pop-ups and put them inside your jacket. So my fold is on the left. I fold the pop-ups down. Those folds are on the left as well. Line up both of the folds. I kind of tap it inside, tap it so their edges are all lined up. And then I like to use a glue stick. It's less messy and it's not so wet so it doesn't wrinkle your paper like regular glue does. I open up the jacket and I'm putting glue just on the parts of the pop-up, making sure I'm very careful to go around the openings. Those are where the pop-ups are pushing forward in your card, and you don't want glue in those areas because you'll accidentally glue your pop-ups down. So I'm going around those negative spaces. I close the cover, make sure I line up my folds, and then I just rub to make sure it's glued in very nicely. Now I repeat the same process on the back. I go around those openings. I'm just doing it on the left side where the pop-ups have been made. It's easier because it's already glued down, so it's not going to move as much. I make sure I get along the edges so it's going to stay closed nicely. And I go around those pop-ups. And once I have enough glue on there, I'm going to close that back cover and I'm just going to rub it so it stays nice and firmly stuck together. Now my card is put together, my pop-ups look great, but this is not a finished card. I've never seen a card with so much white space, and definitely the outside needs to have some decoration too. So now you decide who you want to give your card to, and you add a little bit more embellishment, maybe some simple patterns, and you can design your card any way you like for any occasion, and who wouldn't love to get a handmade card?